The universe is a very, very big place. From Genesis to Pervigio, thousands of life forms depend on beings known as keepers to maintain balance in the universe. Through order, chaos, and unity, they keep the foundations of our world going. Life and death, if they were put out of order, well, it wouldn't be a pretty sight. One keeper, however, disagreed with how things should be. He paid for that with his life. From the remains of what were his loyal followers, formed Omni, an organization set on bringing his ways back. By any means necessary. Fear not, however. 7 individuals known as the Warriors of Peace were foretold to come stop them long ago. Serving under the Keeper Peace, and assisted by yours truly, they've been defending our world the best they can. A question remains, though. Will they become the heroes they were meant to be? Or will they keep complaining about today's mission?
Hanabi, how many floors do we have of this?
Only one more. The Spectral Coliseum has 3 layers, but we have to make it to the top as soon as we can. If Spy is able to get the Cosmic Bell, it'd be a great disaster for all of us.
How could a bell be so dangerous? Don't they just ring?
That's because it's no ordinary bell. The Cosmic Bell is as much of an instrument of sound as it is of war. It was originally created as a peace offering, but once the bell was rung by its receivers, it proved to be quite the opposite. Luckily for us, the bell has been preserved in a solid state for hundreds of years.
But Spy is planning on drilling through that barrier, is he not?
Correct, which is exactly why we must be very careful in this room. One trap could lead to plenty of precious seconds being lost, so tread with caution.
You heard him, don't be reckless.
What? Hey, I wasn't planning on it.
And I know you, so keep it that way.
Oh, did we go the wrong way?
No need to worry, my friends. I'm sure there's an alternative route somewhere.
If we can't see things on the ground, how about we try to see him high up? Phoenix? Hit me! And up.
Ha! Wait, shouldn't you check for... Phoenix!
What?
A barrier. Great. I don't think we're allowed to cheat our way out of this. That was incredibly dangerous.
And fun! Come on. It's not like it was a bad idea.
No, but you could have waited a second until you...
Okay, dead end, can't fly up. How about a new plan? Do we have any ideas?
Finding the way on foot might take a while, and that gives Spy more time to drill. There was that diverted path at the start of this floor. Had more traps, but it could be faster.
Like a shortcut. That could work. It wouldn't hurt to try something different.
Pardon me, but we're trying to lay low. More traps means more potential attention. What if it's another dead end?
And what if there isn't? What if we don't find the way for hours? Like Hanabi said, that bell's a ticking time bomb.
I'm just saying we should play by the Coliseum's rules. The last room was synchronization, wasn't it? As long as we sit and think about it, we can come up with a safe plan to get around.
What? Are you worried about me getting hurt? My plan's just as safe as yours.
Well, you're not the only one I'm worried about. Besides, it's based on a completely unpredictable variable.
So's yours. None of us know the right way around this place. Not even Hanabi.
But we can't throw ourselves into conflict without a proper plan.
But we also shouldn't sit here and keep doing what we have already tried, hoping it'll work eventually. Spy's gonna keep drilling either way, so if you want to sit around and wait for him to finish...
Excuse me. I'm prioritizing the safety of my sister and my teammates. I am not sitting around. I am being cautious.
I admit their bickering is quite entertaining.
Guys, I'm sure we can find a way to accommodate both of your ideas.
Aw, you almost look cute when you're angry.
What did you just...
Yes. If the bell's as dangerous as Hanabi says, then...
You two, get out of the way before...
Unknown inhabitants detected. Unknown inhabitants detected.
Warriors! I knew I'd catch you eventually.
Oh, dear. Hey, Spy! Do you maybe have a monologue you want to share with us?
Ha! I am not falling for that again. That's for after.
After what?
I capture you. Obviously.
Leah! Kai, come on. We have to...
Nate! Kai! No! Go on without us!
You guys have a better chance if you get out of here.
But, Leah...
You heard him. We've gotta go.
Wait! Leah? Leah!
Not my most graceful fall.
Great. My sister's been kidnapped. Our friends are in danger. Spy's on his way to obtaining a super weapon. Just perfect.
Hey, at least we're here. Right?
We wouldn't be here if we hadn't argued. I got carried away. Again. I was scared, you wanted to be daring. And look at where we are now! If I wasn't in that spot, Leah would have been safe. All of them would have been safe. But no, we're both stuck here, with no direction, no plan, and most importantly, no teammates! This is all my fault.
What? No, it's... Listen, man. I didn't mean to piss you off. I know you just want what's best for your sister and all, but... If anything, it's my fault. I wasn't trying to do something dumb, and I know I don't have the smarts like you or Mia, but...
You weren't being dumb. You're being reckless. Look, we both messed up, and I don't want to fight with you, especially when Leah's on the line. And every second we stand here is another second we could be back in that Coliseum.
Good to know there's something we can agree on.
Don't start with me. I will promise not to question your ideas as much, as long as you don't push my buttons till we get back up. Deal?
Deal.
Then let's find a place to set up camp, and most importantly, make a plan.
Now, will that be our plan or your plan?
Hey, you promised.
Sorry. I'll trust the process.
Now, getting to the Coliseum isn't going to be the issue, but we need to know what to do on each floor.
And we only got to the first two.
Which means the third one is a total mystery. Amazing. Didn't do the first, failed the second, and the third, we don't even know what it is. Our odds are just stunning today.
Hey, what did Hanabi say Spectral was known for again?
I think training arenas. Why? Huh. Good eye.
Looks like the doors me and Jack opened.
But the question is, how? The first floor is some dual puzzle, wasn't it? But I don't even remember what the answer was.
Let's figure it out then.
How about this? You copy me, and let's see if that works. Me and Jack were pretty in sync, so as long as we follow each other, it should be fine.
Whatever gets us through the floor faster.
Okay, one step,
Okay.
another step.
To the left?
Left! Yes, left! Another step. Step to the right, and...
You know you could just say it as you do it. We don't have to do it one at a
If we
time.
do it suddenly, then we'll get off balance. Left.
Ah!
What? We were completely in sync. Did we miss a step?
Maybe the synchronization wasn't so literal.
Then how did Mia and Jack get it on their first try?
Hey, remember when Mia did that twirl?
Twirl? What twirl?
Mia and Jack weren't doing the same moves. Remember how Jack did that little flip? How Mia landed each step on her tiptoes?
You're right. They weren't working the same as one another.
They were complementing each other.
It worked.
And hey, if we can do that, we can definitely do the rest of the floors. How about some training music to set the mood?
As long as it gets you to work.
Yes, sir. I am at your command.
Alright, second floor. Any ideas?
I mean, we got caught last time by making noise.
Could it really be that simple, though? That light. What was it? Aha! The cameras. The noise wasn't the problem. If it was, why didn't the trap set off when Phoenix nearly crashed into the wall?
True, but I don't see how that relates.
The light, the unknown inhabitants alert, the cameras detecting you is what triggers the traps.
So if we found a way to block them, the
trap system wouldn't go off.
Sounds like a good plan. But how are we gonna take out the cameras?
I'll leave that up to you. You're good with improvising.
Seriously? You think I'd be able to?
Like I said, you're reckless. But you've got good ideas. Just need help on your execution.
And obviously the third floor is some kind of ghost hall.
That could mean anything.
But if we get the bell, we'll have the upper hand against anything that the Coliseum will throw at us. As long as you keep your cool and I know what I'm doing, we'll be alright. Plus, we've got Rockter to give us good luck.
Rock Victor? Let's hope we get to meet the real one.
We'll make sure of it.
Let's go get our friends back. For the warriors.
For our warriors.
For our warriors. I'm sorry, by the way.
Sorry? About what?
For making you feel stupid. You really aren't. I was admittedly being a little overbearing.
A little?
Oh, hush. It's just, with everything going, especially with, Leah, I wouldn't forgive myself if something happened.
Nah, you were right. I wasn't thinking too far ahead. Shouldn't have assumed the worst of you.
I shouldn't have either.
But hey, we know better now. And I know you didn't do it because you didn't care. Honestly, your problem is that you care a bit too much. You're a good brother, though. Really. And a good teammate, too.
I try. Did this thing take this long last time? School elevators are faster than this.
Hey, go easy on the ghosts. They're only trying to lift your spirit. Funny, huh?
It was clever.
Well, if you want more excellent puns, you know who to ask.
We're here. Ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Remember what we're here for.
Get our warriors and get the bell!
Alright, smartass, how are we taking down these cameras?
Like that. And good luck.
Alright, so heat drilling doesn't work. Noted. I didn't think this barrier would be this hard to break through, but I've got plenty of time.
Young man, you will not be satisfied with what's going to happen next if you don't release us.
Actually, I think I'm going to be incredibly satisfied. Omni will certainly be happy that I'm bringing the cosmic back.
Do you not realize you are messing with a dangerous artifact? Trade deals could not possibly be worth the risk.
The research sure is, though. Now, let's see. How about freeze drilling?
Boss?
2, 4, 6. Oh no!
Oh no, what?
I may or may not have miscounted how many warriors we had, but it's alright. I'm still winning, and I have the perfect backup plan.
Guess Rocker gave us good luck after all. Kai, try finding a way to break the barrier.
I have an idea!
On 3.
1,
2.
No!
and
3. Done! Ah,
Oh shoot!
how do we make it stop? Huh?
I think it opened because of us.
Huh. Guess the bell's under our control now.
Let's go give Spy a warm welcome.
No, hey! Don't do anything crazy!
Kai, Nate, you made it. Together nonetheless.
Hand them over. Now.
Psh, what are you gonna do? You don't even know how to use that.
Really? Well, then let's ring the bell.
What? No!
Too late, I'm already ringing it.
Okay, everyone back to the ship!
Wait, how'd they get in here if they didn't have the bell? Oh.
You guys, that was fantastic!
I'm just happy that you're alright.
Victor, meet Roctor. He helped us in our most trying of times.
Oh. Alright then.
You guys, the whole fight you had with those ghosts were so cool!
Jack is right, that was absolutely marvelous!
Just took a bit of teamwork. Isn't that right, Naderino?
Naderino? Since when was that a thing?
Since right now.
My only question is how you were able to get past the barrier. That was made of pure essence.
Well, I used these weird exploding ghost fruits.
Oh goodness. Divine magic.
Huh?
Early in the universe's life, keepers like Peace occasionally gifted a snippet of their magic to help developing planets. That plus the explosive properties must have pierced the barriers.
So Peace's magic is in these fruits?
Not pieces. Its use suggests it's likely divinities. But speaking of Peace, we should bring the cosmic bell to her at once. That way it can't get into the hands of Omni again.
Could we do something with the bell before we go, though?
Okay. Just this once.
Woo! Bell time!
Alright, now that you've had your fun, I'll be keeping this.
Bye, ghost people!
Thanks for the ride. Aw, man. I barely had a chance to say goodbye.
I really am delighted that you two are finally seeing eye to eye. If only it could have been like that in other circumstances as well.
Other circumstances?
Peace and chaos. They were siblings, you know? It's a shame how quickly things changed. If only they understood one another the way that you two do now. Even I have had to learn that lesson. Regardless, it's all in the past now. Let's head back to the ship.
Leah, next time, I promise I won't leave you behind. I was being stupid, and...
Nat, are you kidding? I've been waiting for an excuse for you to make new friends. And Spy's not so dangerous. You know that.
You never know.
But I know you. And I know you had fun today.
Yeah, I did.
Any other notable news besides retrieving the bell?
Oh, Nate and Kai are starting to get along. They have excellent synergy.
Perfect. The stronger they are, the stronger they'll be against Omni. Anything else?
Not really, no. That's the only real development as of late. Omni hasn't changed their strategies as far as we can tell. If only we could have worked things out like they did, then maybe chaos would be.
Thank you for the report, Hanabi. And please, do not speak of him again.
Of course, Your Radiance.
She was dancing, she was smiling, roses blue.